fear of the unknown with terrorism. Again, I kind of feel that that's a kind of a symbolism of Jaws in society. And I think the biggest Jaws of all that kind of is the catalyst for this inciting is media. Media is there. They're the ones that are, you know, the ones that are really portraying the effects of all of these items that I've kind of gone over. And they're the ones that are the platform to kind of incite this fear. The second piece of the assignment is to go over how I would do Jaws, or kind of some information about how I feel I would do Jaws on Broadway, and really go over specifically the staging, the artistic choices, the genre I would put it, 3 elements of production, and how I would approach it. So, you know, I think Jaws on Broadway would absolutely be a melodrama. I think that, you know, within production you have exposition, and exposition basically provides the necessary background information and introduction of the characters, and really it's kind of like, most of the time it's dialogue to kind of get you to know the characters. And how I kind of see this happening if it was going to be on Broadway is you would have kind of like different short bursts of scenes with each of like the different characters kind of interacting with each other, and I kind of foresee it where it's like almost like a dark or like a bluish lighting, and really you kind of have the spotlight on the different, you know, groups, and kind of going maybe around robin to kind of give, you know, some information about the characters, and you get to know them a little bit. You know, and as they act out kind of like the defining conversations for you to get to know them. And then you have foreshadowing within, you know, which foreshadowing within production is basically the preparation defined as preparation for subsequent action. So Jaws, I think, gives great example of this in the movie itself, and I would totally keep this in the Broadway as well. And that is the rhythmic music that they use. Da dun da dun da da. That was the foreshadowing presence of Jaws in the movie, and I think it would be great still and effective within Broadway as well. You know, it was kind of showing, you know, Jaws is coming, the shark's coming, that along with like kind of utilizing lighting and, you know, the shadowing. Is the fish coming? Is it around us? Is it by us? You know, it kind of makes you, ooh, is that it? Is that him? Is he coming? And then, you know, as he got closer, it sped up, like na 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 na. So I think that foreshadowing type of musical aspect, I think I still would use within Broadway. Again, along with like some lighting maybe as well. Like if the Jaws, you know, you have like a different background, you know, maybe, and then you'd have different blues and maybe a darker blue that would show kind of like the shark itself kind of coming closer to the person. I think that would be really neat. And then another piece of production is discovery. And discovery is the relevant information about a character, about their personality, their feelings, their relationships, basically what you've discovered about one of the characters, and kind of maybe leading you to understand why they do what they do. So I was kind of thinking about this, and I said, what if the Broadway version of Jaws, and the Broadway version of Jaws, really the only people that were, you know, killed or attacked by Jaws were those who were like malicious or just bad people, and really utilizing discovery, you know, to kind of help use and direct the audience to understand and kind of link that together, that, oh, because this person did this, or because, you know, they had this view or what have you, because they were bad, they were malicious, that's why the shark's getting them. you know. And again, I think that, you know, the setup itself, you know, definitely lighting would be a big effect, and you know, I could see like darkness, like if you think about the sea, you have a dark background, you have all different kinds of blues, darker, lighter, and of course with the attacks you would have red, and it would be crimson. So that's how I would portray Jaws on Broadway. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I presented some good information. I hope that I can post this video and it posts successfully. I enjoyed doing it this way, and I do hope that there's other opportunities in other classes to be able to do a video type assignment. Thank you.